This is Dallas from Narcotic Wasteland, and you're watching That Metal Interview.
That Metal Interview.
And we welcome you to another episode of That Metal Interview with your friend James from the state of Texas, from the planet Earth, spinning around and around. The last episode of 2025, we have none other than lead vocalist and guitarist, soul guitarist, should I say, and his return, Dallas Toler-Wade of the band Narcotic Wasteland, in which he is here to present and to promote their up-and-coming tour, Praise the Beast North American Tour 2026, in support of BELPHEGOR, Incantation alongside Hate. Check those dates out on their socials. And I also asked Dallas about his bassist, or should I say his bassist's toys, pedals, and bass, which you have to check out. Mr. Kenji Tsunami on the bass, who's been there about two and a half years, give or take. Check that out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyways, I will present to you guys one of my favorite jams from Narcotic Wasteland, Keeping Up with the Jones, right here on That Metal Interview. Check this out.
On the inside, they live in fear. No sympathy. There is no hope or future for the ones thriving and competitive middle class. Most of them are dependent on prescription drugs.
Keeping Up with the Jones from Narcotic Wasteland's debut self-titled record, which was released back in 2014, January 15th to be exact. And you guys should check that out if you like this kind of stuff, this kind of death metal, and this kind of stuff. And thank you, Dallas, for making time. Let's go straight into the interview, our new interview with Dallas Toler-Wade of Narcotic Wasteland. Check it out. First question I ask everybody, where are you? What part of the planet?
Well, right now I reside in the United States.
There you go. How was the European tour? You guys just got back from a tour, huh?
It was a lot of fun. A lot of metal took place, a lot of ground covered, and yeah, it was surprisingly fun.
Any strange stories you might want to share from the road?
Oh, not really. Just trying to just do the thing and do it right, basically, was the ultimate goal always.
Right. So you've been doing this for a while, Dallas. You've been doing it for years, with Nile, of course. We all know that. Do you still get nervous before going on stage, or?
Not really, but I always try to be prepared for touring and stuff. So I do put in some practice time,
Right.
and it's fun. It's a lot of fun to still feel some gains and some tightness from just staying to your guns and staying on it.
Do you worry about being, of course, you're the only guitar player in the band. Do you worry about the cable not working or something going around with your guitar and the band stays without a guitar for a while? Do you worry about stuff like that, or?
I think we will be fine, and I can fix that issue pretty quick, which I have a pretty decent wireless system for live, and that eliminates, any tripping hazards or any crazy shit that might go down during one of these kinds of shows. So, it's best to have something reliable and something that is not going to drape across the floor.
Right, a big giant cable. So for us musicians, can you give us a quick rundown, a rig rundown of your equipment from the road and your studio stuff, or is it the same stuff?
Well, in the States, for live, I use a couple of PV XXX heads with a couple of really good sounding Marshall cabinets that I've had for a while, although I do plan to maybe get a couple more and retire the old museum pieces. I mean, they've kind of done their bit.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about maybe grabbing a couple more of those, but yeah, other than that, I'm just using my my Marshall head or my PV Windsor for studio stuff or whatever.
Yeah. So do you guys, how does this work, Dallas? When you do a European tour, do you fly out your rig, or do you rent something over there, or how does that work?
Yeah, definitely rental gear. And pretty good, I would have to say. It's like, oh yeah, I'll just take the Marshall half stack. Yep, here we go.
Roll it down the airport, huh?
No, definitely didn't want to fly with it.
Right. So how about what do you take? Your wireless system, your pedals, or what do you take?
Yeah, I take some pedals, a couple of good tuners, wireless, and lots of strings.
Right. So how about the bassist? Same thing, same story? You just kind of take your personal stuff? The drummer, the pedal, snare?
Yeah, everybody just kind of flies with what they, need.
Yeah. Yeah, just the basic, yeah.
Which I'm pretty used to, and, I've always kind of, in a way, been able to keep my setup simple for that reason. I like a really direct sound. Shit, I don't even have a solo boost anymore. I just don't even care.
Yeah.
I just If I have a solo, I just play it.
What's your favorite part of touring, Dallas? Meeting people, traveling, setting up gear.
It's pretty much the ritual, of traveling and, meeting a lot of like-minded people, people that are into metal and,
Yeah.
horror movies and video games and true crime or whatever.
Right.
Do
you like meeting people, or are you want to run to the van and take off, or I'm tired, I gotta go?
Almost never tired, and luckily we're able to get some hotel rooms too and get some actual sleep.
Do you carry a couple of guitars on the road, or just one, or
just one and a lot of strings?
There you go.
I typically don't break them, although I have broken 3 now in my entire career live. I broke one on the tour in 2024 in the States.
Really?
And and in the studio probably about equally. I do break them, but it's not very often.
Yeah. So what do you use? What gauge is it? A 9s or 8s, 10s?
For one of the tunings, it's 10 to 46, but 1/2 step down.
Okay.
Which has always been my favorite.
Right.
D standard, just take it down to like 11 to 50 or something.
Oh wow, nice. Ever since Nile days, or since the Narcotic days?
This is pretty much the Narcotic Wasteland tunings.
Oh, nice.
And then, of course, Nile is still down in A.
Right, that's what I heard, yeah, A. How is your relationship with Carl Sanders? Do you guys keep in contact, or is that done for, or what's going on there?
I haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah, I love the guy, and I'm glad to see those guys still kicking ass.
Which is your favorite new death metal band out there, Dallas?
I haven't really had a whole lot of time to check anything out. I've been kind of busy.
Yeah.
But just been kind of working on some new stuff. There's definitely some albums I need to finally sit down and check out from many bands that came out this year. I would say I still need to sit down and listen to that Coroner record.
The new one.
That's probably going to be number 1 for me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I think there's New Testament. There's been a bunch of new stuff come out. There's a lot of shit I need to check out actually, but I've just been super hella busy.
Yeah, you got a full plate. So how about a new full length, Dallas? We've seen a couple of singles, Barbarian, stuff like that. I know you've talked about it in other podcasts, but for people listening here, when can we expect something as a full length from Narcotic Wasteland?
It's definitely sooner than later at this point. We just kind of got busy with touring and stuff, and so there's definitely some new material coming out very soon.
Is it easier said than done, or is it pretty easy to put out an album out there? I'm pretty sure you can record it and throw it on Spotify pretty easy, right? But as far as physical copies, is it a big hurdle to jump there, or?
There are distribution avenues that can work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's one of the next steps too. Is we actually pretty much out of physical right now.
Yeah.
Which was surprising.
That's good.
So, but that's going to change very soon too.
Yeah. Do people still buy physical copies, or
in metal? Yes, absolutely.
Vinyls and CDs, of course.
Yeah. you actually own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can hold
There's no
it.
commercials.
No premium packages or pay Spotify or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Not to mention the royalty problem we have there that everybody knows about.
Sure.
How about this up and coming tour, Dallas, with BELPHEGOR, Hate, Incantation? You're excited for that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a pretty cool tour to be a part of. And, you know, I've actually had the pleasure of touring with some of these dudes a couple of times before. And, yeah, I think it'll be really good. And, yeah, good solid tour.
Had you toured with BELPHEGOR before this, or is this the first time?
Yeah, one of the Nile tours, or a couple of the Nile tours, BELPHEGOR was on the kind of like the bill. You know what I mean?
That's right. I think so.
In Europe, and yeah, I think one of my favorites was always Pest Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good album from them. It was one of my favorites back in the day.
BELPHEGOR, yeah, of course. How about Incantation? John McEntee, those guys. Are you friends with those guys? Or?
Well, I mean, some of the early Nile tours was when I met John, and yeah, you know, we were opening for them, the early ones, and then the Morbid Angel tour happened.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you know those guys. Yeah, you know those cats.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question about when you stopped working with Nile, and then you started Narcotic Wasteland. I believe you did it at the same time as you were still with Nile at the time. That's what I read. And then you officially got out of the band, right? Did you make it a point to sound different than Nile, or do you think it's a similar sound? I think it's different, but what's your take on that?
I'm not really sure. I mean, it is kind of, or always was kind of me getting back to the stuff I was doing maybe before them, in a way. So it was a little more thrashy, a little more punk, in a way. And I just kept working on stuff that was, you know, like that. But in a way, I mean, you could probably hear some similar things, maybe, just because I did write a couple of things, you know. But you know, and all of the stuff is influential in a way, you know what I mean? So, yeah. There can be some similarities, but you know, for me and Narcotic, it's really more my punky thrash thing that I like.
Yeah. Hell yeah. A confession here. I mean, I'm more of a Narcotic fan than the Nile. Nothing against you know, Carl or those guys, George, and you know, you guys. I like what you're doing. It's more of a, you said it yourself, more a little bit of a punk edge, and it's still death, you know. So congrats on that. You got a fan here. You know, I mean, I like Nile, but you know, I like your stuff better.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
So what can we expect on this tour, Dallas? Is the same basic set list, or are you going to throw some other stuff in there, or any changes there?
It will have to be. I mean, we'll have a fairly short set on this one, which I'm totally cool with. So we'll have to be a little selective of what we're going to play, but you know, it's definitely going to be some hits.
There you go, the Narcotic hit. Yeah,
new and old.
Yeah, a quick question about your bass player here, Mr. Tsunami, as we know him, right? I know that's not his name.
Yeah,
right? Is that his name? No, Tsunami. Kenzie.
That's it's Kenji. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, what is this guy playing, and where'd you find him at? He has how many strings is his bass? It's probably a question for him, and he's got some pedals and all this kind of stuff up there.
It's kind of a crazy setup with it's got the organ at the bottom that he can play.
Yeah.
with his foot, but he's got the 8-string sort of Chapman stick hybrid
Wow.
that he uses, and it can get up into guitar range.
Wow, that's awesome. I can't wait to hear how he's gonna sound with the new material. Is he on the Barbarian stuff, or did he not record that stuff?
That's the bass lines. Yep.
That's him.
Yes.
Oh wow, I can't wait to hear a full length with him. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
Those pedals. You got those choir sounds on the pedals. It's awesome with the full sound. It works badass for me. So awesome.
He basically sent me the bass track, and I was like, "Well, fucking shit."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yes, that's perfect."
I saw that he's doing hammer-ons and on the bass, pulls and taps and.
Yeah, it's cool. It's adding like a crunchy element to, in a way.
Yeah, going back to when you started the band Dallas Narcotic Wasteland, how did you feel when on your first gig with this band? Were you nervous to see how the audience was gonna, what they thought about this project when you guys barely started? How did you feel?
Well, I think I was just kind of happy to play the stuff live. And we did pretty good that night. It was our very first show in 2017. And it was pretty good. It was, for the first show of the band, it was a pretty good show. And then that just increased and got better from that point on that tour. As far as like performance.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's always been kind of about that, just really trying to perform as tight as possible and, perform with attitude as well.
Nice. So do you guys rehearse? Might be a dumb question. Do you guys rehearse before a tour, or you guys basically ready to go? Joseph and Tsunami,
I personally like to be able to walk into a rehearsal situation or a live situation and be ready to go. But yeah, when we don't always necessarily get that chance, but for the most part, we do sometimes get a day or two before we get to do it. But at that point, it's always about just self-discipline and like, all right, I know that we got something coming up soon, a tour or whatever. I'll just be like, yeah, all right, I at least have to hit the songs, all of them, at least 3-4 times a week just by myself,
Yeah, you got to do your homework first at home, and then I got you.
And just be able to walk into it and do it,
If you had the chance to change something in your career, Dallas, from all your bands and projects you've been a part of, is there anything you would change if you had the time travel chance, I guess?
I wouldn't say really anything. There's a few pieces of gear I wish I wouldn't have let go over the years, like some of the BC Riches I had back in the day.
Okay. Wow.
Just, some old classics or whatever. Other than that, I'm very happy with everything that's going on, and the material that is going to be released pretty damn soon, which I'm very excited about. That's basically it. We are going to, after the tour next year, I am going to take a little time off as well to go ahead and finish everything that's been sitting there for a long time and basically just needs to be mixed.
So some people might not know, Dallas, that you're a drummer first, right?
Yeah, I started out on the drums very young.
Do you still play drums, or is that over with, or?
Sometimes, I might fuck around if there's a drum set available. And eventually I'm going to have a space where I can do that too. That'll be one of the next goals, is have a space where I actually can just set up my drum set.
Do you mean in your home, you mean like just a private thing, or do you mean like a project?
Have that. because I have the capability to do, guitar, vocals, and bass, and pretty much anything else, but I don't have like, a drum room, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I think that'll be the next goal for my studio setup. Then they're just there, and you can play them all the time.
Yeah. It's like riding a bike, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
All due respect to your band, Narcotic Wasteland, Dallas, would you ever consider doing another project with you on drums? Maybe singing and playing drums, or just playing drums?
I do have another potential sort of solo thing that I have that I might be doing after the next Narcotic release.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's going to be kind of all over the place. It's going to have elements of even like sort of more classic, more traditional heavy metal stuff to into death metal or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I have some stuff written for that, but I was like, well, I have other shit that I need to do right now. So, but
nice.
There is another project actually that you mentioned it in the works.
Wow, exclusive here. Wow, thank you. Awesome. Very cool. That's exciting for us fans, death metal fans, Narcotic fans. Wow, there you go. People listening. Very cool. Who is Dallas? Dallas, when you're not holding a guitar pick, a mic, drumsticks, what are your hobbies? Who are you as a normal human? What do you do?
Well, I hang out with the wife and we watch way too much true crime.
There you go.
And, we sometimes we cook food together. And then there's some, I do my share of video games.
Yeah, nice.
I do like to relax with stuff like that, particularly lately PUBG, which is always a mixed bag of results.
Yeah.
Although I did win twice, 2 solo matches with 8 kills, which for me was pretty good.
There you go. Have fun, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a total battle royale, like straight up.
Yeah.
Kind of old school at this point. I mean, that game has been around for almost 10 years now.
Yeah. Wow.
So that I've actually been playing some Quake 2. There's like a sort of a reskin. I wouldn't say a reskin, but like they re-released like Quake 2, and it's got multiplayer. So if you're into just old school like deathmatch,
yeah,
go over there and get shot up. We all get shot up.
That's cool.
It's a lot of fun.
Well,
Fun online community sometimes.
Oh yeah, there you go for the online gamers. There you go. You might run into Dallas here somewhere. I got stuck with Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, so.
Classic, the old Pac-Man is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, for sure, huh? Before we let you go, Dallas, any message that you might want to relay to your fans watching this interview?
Just thanks for the continued support. We really appreciate it. We feel it. And we're going to be keeping the pressure on, and you're going to be hearing a lot of new music very soon.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in Texas sometime on that BELPHEGOR tour or somewhere close by.
Sounds good, man. Let me know.
Thank you, Dallas. Keep it metal and keep doing what you're doing. Awesome.
Thank you.
And so we have that exclusive from Dallas about the full length being dropped very, very soon here, as he's going to take a break from touring to mix and master and get together all those tracks, unfinished tracks that he said, for the new Narcotic Wasteland album. Isn't that exciting? And he also gave us an exclusive on a new project that he has, only right here on That Metal Interview. To all you guys listening around the world, don't forget to subscribe. jrocksmetalzone.com, our website, radio station. For the people in Eagle Pass, Texas listening, thank you guys and girls for keeping it metal. And don't forget to keep it metal.
That Metal Interview.